What's up, y'all? This is Mike Manzer with another Manzer Faust Productions video, and it's that time of month again, and I went a bit nuts. As you can see, I did a bit much. And considering we have subscriber month this month and the early subscriber week, that week I spent a lot and but got a lot of good stuff from the back catalog, stuff I've been after for a while, is stuff I just kind of slept on. And got a couple of partner label titles from this month. I didn't go too crazy with those. Got most of the Vinegar Syndrome and Sublabels kind of releases. So, gonna have a lot to talk about, so might as well cut the introduction and get into it. And also, obviously, throughout the weekend, gonna be dropping more videos. Still gotta finish up the vinyl tags. As I've been saying lately a lot, life gets in the way more than you would probably like it to. More than I would like it to. Why am I projecting this on other people? Who knows? Anyway. Alright. Momentarily while I organize this nonsense. And man, this is a lot. This is some next level shit. So, yeah, hope y'all doing well. Hope if you got your package, you got a lot of cool stuff in it. I don't know if shit is running slow this month, what the status is. But yeah, hopefully you were all happy with the announced titles and you're happy to dig into all of them. It's gonna be a lot of fun. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming out. Yeah, looks like it's gonna be a fun year, to say the least. And yeah, after the last couple of years and how, like, in my opinion, they just keep getting better. People have complained that, like, 2022 was a little bit too mainstream with the titles. And, I'm kind of prone to agree, but at the same time, I don't know. Like, I feel like I enjoy what they're able to do with a lot of the mainstream titles, to be honest. I've never really been too disappointed with them. But, really, I can't deny how much I love, the good, weird, unthought of titles. And then last year, the amount of, like, great trauma titles that they were able to get and do some amazing releases with, like, that was definitely one of my favorite elements of the year, for sure. Like, that was just really cool. So, alright, got a lot, like I said. And one of them I don't have, so I don't know what the deal with that is, but it'll be coming at some point. It's the first Cinématographe. How do you fucking say that? I'm like the 900th YouTuber to get that title wrong. But yeah, alright. Finally ready. Let's get into it. I'm going to start off with partner label. So, might as well start with this month's new addition. That is Bleeding Skull with Blonde Death. And Bleeding Skull, man, I feel like it's perfect that they joined up, because it does fit in with VHS Hitfest and Saturn's core. Can't believe I forgot. Of all the ones, I forget the title of. But I feel like this is like the first kind of the source of a lot of this like SOV renaissance, a lot of the attention that a lot of these movies have been getting the last few years. A lot of the AGFA titles that are more on the shot on video format have been co-releases with Bleeding Skull. Such a great website, a lot of great reviews, a lot of like cool info on like lesser known kind of just great micro, no budget filmmakers, and really a great piece of history in a lot of these. And so, yeah, really excited to have them as another partner label. So, very cool. And it does kind of fill in the gap we got from, Culture Shock leaving last year. Okay, so we got, all right, Altered Innocence Volume 2. I do not have Volume 1. We'll probably pick it up. They always have it in stock at a archive, but bunch of shorts. Altered Innocence is leaving the OCN Partner Labels, so if you have any titles through them that you want, pick them up now, because I believe they're going out of print. But this is just a collection of like different LGBTQ plus shorts, those themes, and yeah, I'm really excited to dig into a lot of these. I love like shorts. So and we also got Uranium Dreams, 2 homosexual films by Eloy de la Iglesia, and I believe that's the guy who did Cannibal Man, which I really enjoy. Very offbeat, kind of 70s cannibal film, so if you want to call it that, actually. But yeah, so I'm interested in digging into his stuff, like a lot of these Spanish, Mexican directors that they've been releasing on a lot of these partner labels. So got another Deaf Crocodile. This is Zerograd. Have not watched this yet, but I've heard plenty of awesome things. And as a bit trying to catch up on a lot of the Deaf Crocodile stuff was definitely a no-brainer. Had to get this. I believe it's French, Russian. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't tell you right away. Got another great release. I gotta get caught up with a lot of the Canadian International Pictures releases. So this is, I really hate my Kanehsatake. Sure. 270 Years of Resistance. Seems to have this kind of indigenous native revolutions in Canada kind of feel to it, and I love a lot of these like Canadian International Pictures releases because they just put so much on the disc, and there's so much like historical information and stuff, so really excited to dig into that. AGFA, we got this crazy stupid film I used to hear a lot about from, and this is a Bleeding Skull co-release with AGFA. This is Fuck the Devil and Fuck the Devil 2, Return of the Fucker. And I remember years ago seeing this on the Bleeding Skull and hearing them write up on it and stuff, and just thinking, this sounds utterly insane. So yeah, and AGFA does a pretty killer job with their stuff, so really excited to dig into this. Another great shot on video classic for the collection. This is one I can't remember anything about. I remember reading up on it. It seemed interesting, and it was during the sale. So, thought I'd pick it up and take a chance. It's from Factory 25, which I've liked a lot of their stuff. A lot of their more music documentaries and that kind of stuff I've really enjoyed. But they have a lot of cool, like, film releases, like In the Soup and Inspector Ike I really enjoyed. The three Mumblecore films, I guess that's just supposed to call them. Anyway, White Rainbow, White Reindeer. Ugh. All right, so yeah, kind of a Christmas themed kind of thing. I'm guessing there's like some kind of drugs or something. I don't know. So this is one I don't really know a lot about, and that's a lot of fun because I get to dig into it and find out more. And to end it off, we got Burglar from Hell, which is another crazy, not really much on the back of the slip, but this is another crazy Saturns Core release, which I am currently trying to get every Saturn's Core release that I need, and they seem to hold on to their slipcovers for a long time. They don't seem to sell out right away like some of them. There's one I missed out on, the Tortured Soul, but I didn't really care about the slipcover. It's kind of the same thing as the main cover, so didn't really lose any sleep over that. So, digging into some past Vinegar Syndrome titles. Got a lot of VSAs, so I'm just going to go through those pretty quickly. Fortress of Amerikkka. I can't remember if I've actually seen this. I know Trauma put it out previously, so good to get an upgrade of that. Not have to deal with the Trauma kind of branding. I've talked about that enough, ranted about that enough. So, Red Surf. I am not too big on this, but it looks interesting. It's got George Clooney. I think Gene Simmons, isn't it? Yeah, Gene Simmons. So, interesting look into like the beginning of George Clooney's career. I could really give a shit, but might be an interesting flick. Kind of seems like it's got a bit of like a Point Blank kind of vibe to it, which definitely love that movie. We got Cyber Vengeance, which haven't heard a ton of good about this. But, you know, VR, goofy action, can't really go wrong. VSA does a good job with those kind of releases. And speaking of which, decided to finally jump on these Jalal Murhay, Billy Blanks movies. So I got Talons of the Eagle and Expect No Mercy. I love these fun, stupid sci-fi action, kung fu kind of things. So, yeah, why not? Try it out. Okay, so, and then back catalog. I never picked this one up, so why not finally get it? And this one is probably never going to sell out, looking at the numbers it still has on the site. But man, I could not pass up Ticks. Shockingly have not seen Ticks. I am kind of disappointed in myself for that, but looks like a lot of fun. I believe it's early 90s. Yeah, 93. Got Clint Howard. Looks like a pretty solid cast, so it's in 4K. This is one of the early Vinegar Syndrome 4Ks. I believe it's like the 4th or 5th, but definitely excited to dig into that. And like I said, Clint Howard always sells it for me. Okay, now getting into the sub-label releases. Starting off, since I just talked about a shit ton of VSAs, let's talk about the newest one, and that is Black Cat 1 and 2. And this is cool because this is like a completely new kind of packaging for the VSA. We got a nice booklet, pretty decent sized booklet. I don't really want to show too much because this might be nudity. I don't want to get in trouble for that. These are, I believe, Hong Kong films. And as I've been saying, I love what Vinegar Syndrome has been doing with the Hong Kong films lately. I love their release of Magic Crystal. Eternal Combat was a lot of fun. I had a blast with that. Those are both like extremely good VSAs. You also have Undeclared War, which I had a lot of fun with, and there was another one. Untold Story 2, I love. I mean, anything you get Anthony Wong in, and it's that kind of Cat 3 kind of stuff, I'm all about it. So, looking forward big time to digging into Black Cat 1 and 2. It seems like they have a ton of great features, and that booklet is very, very nice. So, definitely looking forward to that. Up next, we got the VSL. I have every VSL so far, so I had to grab this, and it's also a Polish director, which I love what Vinegar Syndrome and its partner labels have been doing with Polish film. A lot of former Soviet kind of countries, they've been doing a lot of cool stuff with. Crocodile has been releasing a few Polish films, a lot of good Russian films, some Finnish, those kind of releases. Really excited about a lot of those. And Yellow Veil had their whole series of great Polish films, and you also had the VSL kind of box set of 4 Polish films, like sci-fi, dystopian, satire films, which I love, and I'm working on something with that in the future. So we got Sexmission, which kind of, from the promotions and everything, kind of comes off as kind of like a bondage sci-fi kind of vibe, which is sick. I'm all about that. The kinky kind of sci-fi is definitely something I'm interested in, so can't wait to dig into this. And eventually, I keep putting off, but now I have this, closer and closer to doing a sub-label kind of spotlight on Vinegar Syndrome Labs, because I like a lot of the stuff that they're doing, taking a lot of chances on stuff that they would not usually release, and a lot of stuff that is kind of gone by the wayside, and it's exciting digging into more and more types of films. So yeah, Sexmission. The new VSU, Southern Comfort. This is a Walter Hill film. I had to grab this. I missed the last VSU, which I was really excited about, of Showgirls. Never gonna get that now because that slip and everything is completely sold out, even at Archive. But I love these VSU releases. Sort of a similar vibe to a lot of them. Really, really great releases. So I have not seen Southern Comfort. I do love Walter Hill, so definitely looking to dig into this release. I don't have the other two sidekicks, which I don't really care at all about. and I do not have Roadhouse because I'm not really big on Roadhouse. It wasn't really needed, and I kind of just slept on it. So, but yeah, definitely really disappointed I missed out on that Showgirls because I love Verhoeven, and a lot of the stuff he has put out on, they have put out of his on 4K has been amazing. So, all right, and this one looks like I'm gonna have to put a little bit of work into it. Open this up, so give me a moment. And this already looks fucking amazing. And I am a little, weird about not getting the first one, but I have it ordered. We'll get it next month, and I'll talk about it then. But, yeah, so we got Red Rock West, which is a film I have been waiting for release for a while. Umbrella recently did a release of it over in Australia, and theirs is a 4K. Don't really mind that this is not. Really nice kind of artwork and packaging they got on these. Cinématographe. Again, mispronouncing the shit out of that. You get a nice book. Some info on the film. You get the disc. And this is just beautiful. Beautiful packaging. So yeah, I have been excited to dig into this new Sublabel. I'm really excited to see what they're able to do with these titles that are more kind of forgotten classic American titles, sort of filling the void that they have after they lost, I shouldn't say after they lost, but, after they parted ways with Fun City. And Fun City seems to be doing some pretty cool stuff. I haven't picked up any of their non-OCN releases, but definitely looking to pretty soon. Yeah, so Red Rock West. And I don't really want to say too much about it, except that it has Dennis Hopper and Nicolas Cage. It's an early 90s joint. Yeah, I've had this one on the watch list for a long time, so kind of want to go into it as blind as possible. And looks real cool from what I've seen of stills and everything like that, and that cast is selling me enough. So, yeah, really excited for that and the new label. All right, so let's get into the main event. This is a title that they were hyping up for a while. It was expected this was going to be the first 4K on Vinegar Syndrome proper of the year. This is the horrible Dr. Hitchcock. Really cool gothic artwork on that. You get the kind of typical UHD packaging that they do for the main label releases. Very cool. Love this slip. This is beautiful. That old school kind of poster art. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous slip. Like, I would even display it just slip alone. But, yeah, very, very nicely done. This is, you got Barbara Steele in this. Robert Hampton directing. Just looks like a classic, is it 70s? 62. So this is one of the earlier releases they've done in a while on Vinegar Syndrome proper. So really excited to dig into this. You got some real classic gothic. I believe this is British, but I might be wrong. But yeah, really excited to dig into this. Up next, we got a couple of Indonesian films, which is a little bit new for Vinegar Syndrome. I believe they've done a couple in the past that I just cannot remember at this point, but Santet 1 and 2, we got another great double feature. These are from 88 and 89. You know, typical kind of length in both. And, you know, Indonesia's always been a country that I've been interested in their film. A lot of cool stuff I've already seen from them. Severn put out that, I believe Satan's Slaves is Indonesian, right? If it's not, I apologize. But yeah, looking to dig into these for sure. And the newest, this is volume 6 of their Forgotten Gialli sets. I feel like 5 was a couple of years ago already. But yeah, I'm not always sold on these Forgotten Giallis. The box art is always fucking amazing. But I feel pretty good about this one. Got Death Carries a Cane. This is directed by... Alright, well, I don't know how to pronounce that. But yeah, looks pretty decent. We got Naked You Die. Margaretti. So that's really cool right off the bat. Pretty big name. A lot of these are usually like, you know, people that are not known for their giallo work. More people known for like westerns and such. But this box seems to get like a lot of the big names. And this one I swear I've seen released elsewhere, but I might be wrong. I mean, it's a pretty common title. At least the words in it are pretty common to other giallo titles. We got the Bloodstained Shadow. Very cool. So this one I feel like I've heard about, and look forward to digging into that. And like I said, I'm not the biggest giallo guy on the planet, but I'm always willing to dig into these box sets and give them all a shot, give them all their day in court. So yeah, huge amount of stuff I got to get through this month. So I'm going to have quite a few of the stopwatch and listens coming down the pike very soon, and might even do one catching up on some stuff that I didn't talk about from last year that I had seen. So yeah, look forward to those, and yeah, that'll about do it. So if you have any comments, if you wanted to say anything about these releases, if there's anything that I didn't grab that you grabbed, you want to recommend it down in the description. If there's any partner label releases from this past month you'd like to kind of shine a light on. You thought my review of a movie sucked. You're excited about one of these releases that I didn't spend as much time talking about. Whatever your take on it is, down there in the comments, let's have the conversation. And you know, and tell me if you got your package, what you're excited about, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's always fun. Like and subscribe if you have not yet. Like I say, I always got a ton of stuff coming down, even though I have kind of taken some breaks here and there. Starting to get back in the flow of things. January is always rough for me. February is kind of rough as well. But, you know, doing my best to kind of keep active here on YouTube and give you great content. If you want to follow me on social media, I am the Hordes of Manzerfaust on Instagram. And yeah, that'll about do it. So this is Mike Manzer with another Manzerfaust Productions video. Stay fucking metal.